Please talk about the overseers welcoming us to paradise. Touch on this, how this could happen. What scroll next? I've read the Bridge to Salvation. Yeah, I'm really, really sorry for kind of neglecting you on that. Yeah, the overseers, these are the elders of our Natharu and your ancestors who have made that grade. So the point is that you're constantly trying to elevate upwards, and it's important because when you're crossing over from this realm to the next realm, this is why we don't use words like dying, because energy cannot be destroyed. That's why you have to prepare to be born into that new world. And so your time here is really to be spent to strengthen yourself, because when you're crossing over, you have your ancestors waiting for you to receive you. Just like when you're being born here, you know, you have a few people in the hospital waiting to receive you. So it's the same process, but you're being born into the real world from this fake world as, you know, a newcomer in that world. And so they're waiting to receive you. However, people who haven't prepared for that journey, for that time to cross over, can get tricked by other entities or other beings appearing to them and ushering them into that direction. So for example, if you've been a Christian all your life and you only believe like Jesus and you took on that image of the blonde hair, blue eye, then these are the entities, extraterrestrials, that can, you know, take form, and they can trick you because they will say, come this way. You will have your ancestors waiting to usher you and guide you, and you will have the other entities. And if you were into Islam or whatever, then you might find the characters that you've been reading about, that you have images about, like, I don't know, say Muhammad or something. And at that point, you need to make a decision. And if you don't know, and if you believe the lies that you've been told, you're going to go towards the wrong people, and that will bring you right back. It's like a wormhole where you go through and come back. And this is why a lot of people will tell you that they saw a white light when they get to that point, and some just come right back. So if you're like, how do you know this? Because there are people who have had near-death experiences, or where they are literally in a coma, but then their actual spiritual being is able to travel and go places and see things, but their physical skin suit is just laying down. And they may go to these gates and see these white lights and see beings, and some people say, oh, I met Jesus and so forth. But your real ancestors will be there to help you and guide you. And this is why you have to be prepared and know where to go to, right? And it says how it could happen. The way it happens is basically you preparing by way of Wu-Sabat. When you say what scroll next, I would read scrolls like the 24 elders, scrolls like the spiritual you after the physical you dies, soul, spirit, that's a Patarak, 30 spirits. We obviously, in our online course, we give you recommendations for many books as well. So if you would like to know more books, and if you're in our Telegram group, we're always posting the books that relate to questions that people are asking. So make sure you join the Telegram group. So those are the scrolls. The Bridge to Salvation is an excellent scroll, because even when you look at the image, right, you see a bridge, and you see on different sides, like what they call heaven and what they call hell, and what you're going towards, which is dealing with Tamaray, dealing with Wu-Sabat, and that gate will take you to the real, this is fake, and you're going into the real world and real life. So those scrolls I mentioned would be a great start.